That's a really good question.
I thought about wearing it, bling.
Wrestling's pretty good. Thank you.
You roll with the punches.
No, thank you.
I love to hear it.
Frank Castle is in my bones. Frank Castle is in my bones.
Like, you know what? I can't look at this.
And the things that I saw in him and that he saw in me, too.
How much excitement was there when you guys kind of got the go-ahead that you're bringing Eric Andre in? Because there's obviously a lot of crossover in fan bases.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is like when we told the network we were thinking about doing this idea, like we were adamant that it cannot be anything besides people that we love. You know what I mean? Like it can't be like what Saturday Night Live does, where it's like they have something to promote, so they're on our show. You know what I mean? So it's like everybody that comes to set is someone that we're already friends with, have met in some form, or are just so excited to work with. You know what I mean? Like Eric Andre, it's like he's Eric Andre. You know what I mean? Like what could not be cool about working with him? So, we're looking at it through that lens of like, this is just exciting, man. It's like everything on the show. Like if we're having fun, if we're excited, that comes through. So you're going to see some guests coming up that you're going to be like, well, the network wouldn't have approved that one, but we're like, nah, we needed that person in there. It's going to be great. It's great.
That being said, Eric Andre was an absolute nightmare to work with.
Oh, yeah. Horrible, man.
Yeah. So did you have any inkling that was an actress in The Punishment at first?
No, I wish I did. Sometimes you think back and you're like, there's been moments where if I was on the other end of that, I might have thought of that and this, that. But a lot of times when you're in the moment, you're not really thinking of those things. And it was so delicate. It was really difficult to do that punishment. That one was, we had to really present that one in the right way, which we did in the edit. But it was excruciatingly hard to do because you never want to really speak to anyone like that if you're a normal human being. So I was so hypersensitive to that as soon as she showed any signs of emotion, I kind of at a loss for words. I was stammering because I'll sacrifice the moment to make sure that I'm not insulting someone like that in reality. So I was close to letting her know right before she let me know. They got me good there. They got me good.
That one had to be really refreshing for you guys, maybe in a way, because it was so different from the type of thing you normally do. We talked last time about how the mark is always you guys, and it still wasn't that punishment. But I don't think you guys would call people dumb fucks. So it was different, and I'm wondering if you guys were a little like, oh no, or you just kind of enjoyed that difference.
I'd say both.
Yeah, because
it was the first punishment we shot. It was the very first punishment we shot, with a guest. So there was a lot, we're still figuring, like when the show comes back in 10, you're going to notice little tweaks to the episode and the format a little bit that we learned in 9. So that was the rawest, oh my God, like what are we doing here? This is crazy. But it was just exciting and fun. And we were really happy with the way it came out.
Yeah. It was pulled from an idea that we've had for a long time. We've had this idea for a long time. And we didn't know how or when we do it or who would get stuck with it, or like I didn't know when it was coming, but like we've been batting it around, and we didn't know if like we'd be able to pull it off, or like if it should be meant for the web only, or True would let us pull it off. And when we got Eric, I think you guys thought that it couldn't have been a better combination because it has elements of his sensibilities, and his show is also very, very tough, and we wanted to go big. I think you guys wanted to go big on the first one and stuff, something that was very visual and kind of memorable. And so those pieces all fell together. As soon as we got him, we knew, like whatever we're doing, he's probably going to be the first episode because he's tailor-made to slide in. And also, I don't mind saying this because he says it all the time, and I'm so proud of it, but we're his favorite show. And so it was also like wanted to like, you know, put him in a good position and really have fun. So it was an undertaking. There's a lot of moving parts there.
I think it's cool that, you know, he reached a certain level of fame, but he wanted to work with you guys. He wanted to do Jackass. Like, he just loves that stuff and kind of mixing it up with different people he thinks are funny, it seems like.
Yeah, he's just a real dude. He's just like a super nice guy. He's enthusiastic about so many things. So it was a pleasure to work with him.
Great. And my next 5 questions will be about Eric Andre.